come up and pray through it. So right now we'll work the whistle calls. There's 9 of them. They're quite loud. Turn your hearing aids down, plug your ears, whatever. I'll tell you a story through it so this whistle call kind of makes a little sense. First of all, let's go back to 1919, easy year to remember. 1919, every steam engine on the show ground that we have today was operating except one. We got one 1924 model. Otherwise, they're all 1919 or and earlier. Okay, the engineers be out in the threshing field early in the morning, and steams up. This is steams up. What that means? The whistle call. Half an hour before the threshing crew wanted the workers all to report to work. Half an hour before, he would do this call, and it means come to work. Threshing crew would be now all assembled after they all come to work and everything is ready to go. The bundle teams are here, the water wagons here, the grain wagons are here, and the separator man on top of the separator gives the hand signal to the engineer to start the belt. And this is a signal he will give before he starts the belt. Okay, belt's rolling, threshing, things are going along real well. All of a sudden, the thresherman sees that the return elevator chain just came off, and he's got to stop the machine, so he gives the hand signal to the engineer, and the engineer will give this signal, the belt will stop, and stops the belt at the same time, of course. Here's the signal, belt will stop. Okay, next one is water is low. All these engines that are out there in the threshing fields in the day's time would consume from 2,000 to 3,000 gallons of water a day. That was all hauled to the engine by a 400-gallon tank and a good team of horses and a very sturdy young man to operate them, because this water had to be most likely pumped out of a lake, stream, slough, or a stock tank, and then get back in time for before the engine was running out of water. So this is the engineer's call that the water is low. Okay, next one's a runaway team, and that could happen easily out in the bundle fields. Shocks, what people in the States call it, the Canadians call them souks. But anyway, the shocks out in the field at that time of year, the mice were already scurrying in there and building homes for winter. And so you would be coming out there, and when you came out with your bundle team, one person per team most likely, you'd get off the rack, tie the lines up in the corner of the rack, or lay the lines right on the ground if it was a real docile team, and start fishing on the bundles. And a mouse would scurry out, that's always common, mice would scurry out underneath these shocks. But a big hawk or an eagle, let's call it an eagle. A big eagle comes out of the sky and swoops up this mouse, and my, these horses all of a sudden got spooked and they're off and going. So this is the runaway team. The engineer spots that and gives this signal, runaway team. I always thought that pretty much really speeded up that team if they're on the run, but whatever. That was the signal. Next one is you've got the grain wagons. You've got one that's at the separator, one that's on the granary unloading, and they're having some problems at the granary, getting a little behind. Grain wagon's late. The bundle wagons, most likely we had 4, maybe 6 bundle wagons.